Harry Potter. Huh. I wonder how many brownie points I could get if I bought that franchise and then screw JK out of all the money.
Ah, Darth, glad you're here. I need your help. Have you seen Karen? I kind of wanted her help on this one.
Oh, yeah, she shipped off to Vietnam.
Studying abroad?
Yeah, that's what it was. She said something about, black koa. I don't know, I'm probably butchering that pronunciation. Just like I butcher all foreign cultures in my movie, am I right?
I mean, it's not something to be proud of. In fact, I yell at you about it all the time. But I kind of wanted her help on this one, so... I don't know, I guess you and I could do it. I mean, me and her did one. Me and the weird talking, computer did one. And, I mean... You and I haven't done one together.
I don't think so there, pal. I mean, I've seen what's on the docket today, and, yeah, no, actually, I have other things to do. I gotta go, ruin a Batman movie or something. I'll see you later.
You don't own Batman.
Well, then, Spider-Man or Captain America or something. I don't know what I own anymore. I own everything.
This is gonna be a hard one. Okay, Hunter. Just one more. It's the highest requested review on the channel right now. It's the last one in the franchise. After this, they only had one crappy spin-off TV show that only lasted one season because it was really, really bad. And the movie is also really, really bad, and it's gonna hurt. But after it's over, we can delete it from the hard drives, and we never have to look at it again. Let's just start small. Just open the review. Just say the line. Hello, my name is Hunter, the movie reviewing horse, because when it comes to cinema, humans cannot be trusted. Because they made this fucking movie. Now focus all attention on lip not quivering.
Hi, it's Fred! And it's really nice out, so I think I'm gonna go.
Now focus all willpower on not throwing yourself out that window.
I think I might drown. And also I gotta
No, stop looking at it, it doesn't help. You ask me what the most disappointing thing about early YouTube is, I will always say Fred. This little helium junkie was the first person to reach 1 million subscribers on the platform. And apparently back in the day when the platform was smaller, that was enough. The good news is, after the failure of 3 movies and a crappy TV show that only lasted 1 season, Fred would go into hiding. And since then, it's actually been getting harder to find Fred videos. Mostly due to the fact that I don't want them on my YouTube history, so I have to download these very carefully. And yes, keep in mind, I said 3 movies. I don't know how we got to this point. $3.5 million people tuned in to watch this movie on Nickelodeon when it aired. That is a 39% decline from Fred 2, which, keep in mind, had fewer viewers than the original. How many times are we going to fail with Fred, Nickelodeon? I don't understand how we keep coming back to Fred. This came out half a year after Fred 2. My guess is that they made these all at once. My guess is that they all signed some sort of contract to make 3 movies and at least 1 season of a TV show. That's how we got 2 seasons of Velma, so, I mean, we could have more than one of these terrible things. It would explain why John Cena keeps showing up. And they didn't even strive to improve or make it less painful, because this... well... it's gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. This is a painful movie, and not only that, it's slow. This is a painfully slow movie. It makes 6 minutes feel like an hour. It's just a slog to get through this movie. It is a bad experience watching Fred 3. You will be sad watching Fred 3. And yet, here we are. Well, I had to suffer through it, and now you do as well. So, without further ado, let's suffer through Fred 3. For the last goddamn time. So as our film opens up, we once again see that our old friends at Lionsgate are once again here to publish the film. I don't know why they keep showing up in my reviews for terrible movies, but it should probably tell you something. Now, as much as I'd love to rant about them for 5 minutes, we unfortunately have a even bigger problem that starts pretty much immediately.
Today is my favorite day. It's the best in every way. So much more than just okay. It's
This thing seems to be Lucas's very early signs of his flamboyant gayness. I have nothing wrong with him being gay. I just have a problem with the character he's playing. Oh, look, it's his deadbeat mom, who always has her mouth really wide open for some reason. I really dislike this character. But you'll be happy to know that the actress is doing all right for herself. This crappy opening number for our crappy movie is singing about today, which happens to be the last day of school. Fred's got the whole school in on this with a marching band and everything, and... oh wait, no, he's hallucinating this again. So you're still off the meds. Got it. Why isn't he in, like, special classes or something? You know, the kids who ride the short bus. Yeah, okay, this whole opening sequence was pain. Bertha, hit him.
Ow, Bertha, what was that for?
Fred, you're thinking about that stupid summer camp again, aren't you?
Oh yes, of course, Fred is excited for summer camp, because why would he hate it like literally everybody else?
But Bertha, it's got water slides, 2 waffle bars, traditional and bell jumps, jet skis, a stable of Clydesdale horses, monkey butlers.
Monkey butlers?
Believe it or not, Monkey Butlers is actually one of the funnier jokes in this movie. Unfortunately, Fred also hasn't given up this weird habit of talking to the camera either, which he proceeds to do as he packs his bag, just dumps random shit in it like a fucking bag of holding. It's all stuff he doesn't need. It's supposed to be funny. It's not funny. So, Fred's going to this Camp Superior. We got that plot out of the way, and it feels like we've been here for 15 minutes. Though the goddamn song number took up 3 of those. 3 painful, horrible minutes. It feels like I'm listening to a Weird Al Yankovic Nightcore remix.
You all packed up and ready to go? Because that camp I want a PP bus is going to be here in any minute.
What I should be pulling up?
The camp I want a PP bus.
No, it's not called that.
No, Mom, it's called Camp Superior. Not I want a pee-pee.
Yes, correct. It is not called that. I'm down for Camp Superior. You see what you made me do? You made me agree with Fred about something.
I looked into that Camp Superior place, but it was way too expensive. So I signed you up for Camp I Want a PP.
No, you didn't name the camp that. Please tell me that's not what we're gonna be saying the whole movie. Please, no, it's a typo. This is a gag that you did for the cover of the movie. I despise toilet humor more than any other form of humor. Please tell me you did not name the camp that.
It's called Camp I Want a Pee-Pee, Mom. How good can
Oh, by the way, there's a cutaway gag here of Fred dying. Best news I've had all day. Unfortunately, Fred's not actually dead, and they actually printed the name of the camp on the side of a bus. That poor bus!
Sorry I'm late, took a couple wrong turns. Almost ended up driving this bus of kids into a ravine. But they're troopers. That was not good.
Ha! Ha! See, it's funny because a bunch of kids almost died. Naturally, this spurs one of Fred's, let's call them screaming fits. Not that he hasn't been doing that up to this point. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to think of some way to run myself over with my own car.
I don't want you! No! No, Mom! I changed my mind! No!
Yeah, on second thought, it might actually just be easier to throw myself off the bike. What do you think?
Hey guys, I'm Fred Figglehorn. I'm just going to apologize in advance for what I'm about to do.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Okay, yeah, God, I hate this. I'm in hell. Fred's in hell, and he's dragging all of us to hell with him so that we all have to suffer.
Howdy, campers. My name is Floyd Spunkmeyer, and I'm the director of Camp I Wanna Pee-Pee.
Okay, so to our endless suffering, that is the name we are stuck with for the entire movie. If you think it can't get worse. Oh, trust me, it gets worse. They try to justify the name.
Do you know that I Wanna Pee-Pee is actually an old Cherokee Indian term that means blessed ray of sunshine?
No! You made that up! And frankly, that might be extremely offensive.
So let me be the first to give you all the official camp greeting. I wanna pee-pee on you. I wanna pee-pee on you. I wanna pee-pee on all of you.
Okay. I tried to be nice. But now you're going too far. Every time you say that name from now on, I am going to destroy a small, defenseless, and cuddly teddy bear. You think I'm bluffing about this? Test me. I dare you.
Hey, I'm Fred.
Nice to meet you, Fred. Welcome to Camp I Wanna Pee-Pee. We're a summer camp on Earth. You can sit with us.
Oh, well, that's just great. Fred's already making friends, despite the fact that he destroyed everybody's eardrums on the bus. So, this is the camp that shall not be named. And I will not say the name because the mere thought of saying it out loud, I can already feel my brain cells trying to commit suicide one by one. Also, it turns out the bus driver is also the cook and a whole bunch of other stuff at this camp because they are extremely short-staffed. Child endangerment is funny. And this here is the rest of our cast? But I think the main question is, do we even care? Also, there's a hot nurse here, but who cares? Half the people watching this on Nickelodeon have probably turned it off by now. They probably heard the name and decided it was too stupid to fathom for the next hour and 10 minutes. And frankly, I still don't think I'm over that name. It's the stupidest name ever, and you got it wrapped up in this weird Cherokee translation. Because we can't get through a single one of these movies without doing something extremely fucking racist. I think normally this is where we insert the joke about the political apocalypse. How we doing, by the way? Anyway... Right, so... These four have been to this camp for 4 years in a row. You poor children. Let's see, what else? There's an ancient legend about this summer camp, because of course there is, that someone's gonna win the camp games for them. Apparently this qualifies as a legend.
Every summer, we compete against Camp Superior in a grueling 3-day competition called the Summer Camp Games. And wouldn't you know it, every year Camp Superior has taken home the trophy. One day, a very special boy would come to this camp and lead us to victory. And Fred, I believe with all my heart that special young boy is
Zargothrax, master of nightmares, keeper of the celestial flame. Oh my god, who cares? Actually, he thinks it's the kid in the background who's weight training with one of the smaller kids. Child endangerment is funny. That's why we have this creepy guy in the bushes. That, or we needed another goddamn excuse for Fred to scream at the top of his lungs. Again. It's exhausting. This is followed by a lot of nothing. Just nothing at all. The film doesn't come up with any new material. The film doesn't move the plot forward. They just do a lot of the same plot hooks and jokes again and again and again to fill the time. Remember that great joke we had about how horrible this place is? Let's do that again. 18 fucking times. if only. If only it was only 18.
I hate this place so much! I hate it more than gym class! I hate it more than eating Brussels sprouts! I hate it more than eating Brussels sprouts in gym class!
I hate it almost as much as I hate Fred. That's how much I hate it! So it's time for Fred to do something he's actually good at. Digging an escape tunnel. Remember that bit in the first movie where he dug a tunnel over to the neighbor's yard? Yeah, it's pretty much the same plan here, though I don't know why you couldn't use the front door. Seriously, they just did the joke about the outhouse, so the bathroom's outside. I don't think they're gonna lock you in. And as long as we can avoid one of Fred's extremely racist jokes on the other side, I think everything will be fine. No, I'm kidding. It's not an extremely racist joke. It's actually a joke about police brutality this time. And cannibalism. And then he wakes up!
Oh, Mom, I had the most horrible nightmare. I dreamt you sent me to the worst summer camp ever, and also I had this weird, sped-up chipmunk voice that got really annoying after a while.
Huh. I think Fred just reviewed his own movie. Unfortunately, we forgot that Fred is heavily unmedicated, so this too is a horrible nightmare.
How about a nice big cup of shut the fuck up?
First, let's start off the day with some announcements. It's another beautiful day here at Camp I Wanna PP. The birds are shining and the sun is chirping. It's also the perfect day to take a nice morning swim in the lake. Of course, if you're thinking about going for a swim this morning, don't.
Huh?
We're still cleaning up from that chemical spill.
You know, the longer this goes on, the more I have to wonder, how has the government not shut this place down? Naturally, Fred is wondering that too, so it's time to console with his fake dad. Because his real dad left him at a very young age, and we're all supposed to laugh about that fact.
And his name is John C.
John, what the hell are you doing? This is the third time I've had to yell at you for being in these stupid movies. Did you lose a bet? Did you have to do this because of the divorce filings? Are your kids into this? If so, why? My guess is that he was in some kind of contract. They did make these in pretty quick succession. Unfortunately for our ongoing John Cena joke, John starts looking around and seeing the disgusting lake. The character named Scary Terry is taking a bath. John's throwing him into a lot of garbage. And, oh, there was that horse with 3 legs. It's a crippled horse. It's supposed to be funny. Who's laughing at it? Clearly not the horse that's reviewing your movie.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. No problem. It became personal with me. I took offense to that.
This place is gross, Fred.
Really? Really? What was your first clue? And unfortunately for Fred, John's out. He leaves.
This place, you're on your own.
That's the best you've got?
Yeah. Good luck, because in this place, you're gonna need it. You can't see me!
Thanks a lot, Dad. You've been a great help. And
He's not real. For God's sake, seek some help. If you have abandonment issues, you sort them out. You don't drag the rest of us down with you. What follows is, unfortunately, a whole lot of nothing. Nothing that moves the plot forward, nothing that's funny, just a lot of pain and a lot of screaming.
Toothpaste! This would help my rash at all! I need something like aloe!
Hello?
Aloe! No. Answer me at once, strange fellow! To this map, the camp should be right here! This is hopeless! Where's my head? What's going on?
And just real quick, for the record, hot damn, that is fake looking. And then he goes and beats the shit out of this guy.
It's Murray in a costume.
What you're feeling is your inner pent-up rage. This is usually a result of neglectful parents, your dad leaving, and you being dangerously unfunny and dangerously unmedicated. As the plot for this movie finally gets going, we see a bunch of kids carrying a trash bag of something. Rather than, you know, inquiring like a normal person and being like, hey, what's that about? No, it's time to assume something very horrible is going on. Okay then, I'm going to add overactive imagination to the number of things you need to be medicated for, and you just go to the pharmacy and get your medication. Please. And back to the bullshit. Alright, what are we doing here? Writing a letter home? Yes, because that is what normal summer camp movies do. They're just used to it being more entertaining to this, like in the song, Camp Granada.
Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here I am at Camp Granada. Camp is very entertaining. And they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining.
Dear Mom, I hate it here at Camp I Wanna Pee-Pee. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Hate it. These last 2 weeks have been the worst of my life.
Wait. It's been 2 weeks? Feels like it's been 2 years, but then again, that's just how it feels whenever you check the movie timer on this forsaken film. As the plot finally starts to move, Fred, in his unmedicated state, becomes more and more paranoid as all the kids are getting sick. They're putting vitamins in the food. Vague mentions of a place called the Rat Hole.
Rats, we are the rats. Celebrating our birthday rats.
Yes, to avoid this from landing in the wrong hands, I'll be sending this letter via bird. Come here, bird!
Unfortunately, even if there was a grand conspiracy going on here, Fred is too stupid and too unmedicated to figure it out. Actually, it kind of makes me wonder if we could get this movie on animal cruelty. They do have the three-legged horse. So Fred says he's gonna investigate all the weird things happening around this camp. Unfortunately, it's Fred, so he's bad at it.
Put on my thinking mustache. All right, mustache, time to get to thinking. Oh, this is hopeless. I can't think when I'm hungry.
Okay. Also forgot to mention Fred stopped eating. Hopefully this will kill him. Right, so he comes up with this brain-dead theory that they're putting these pills in the food to make all the kids sick, and then they drag them to the rat hole where the camp counselor eats them because he's the rat man. Fred's a fucking flat earther, isn't he? So Fred finally goes out to the... No, wait, never mind. No, he's just talking to the camera. And eating random berries out in the woods, which, side note here, don't take survival advice from Fred.
I'll just eat a bunch of these berries, and if I don't end up getting really sick, then I'll know they're safe to eat, right? You are so smart.
Okay, unfortunately, that doesn't happen. In fact, we're stuck with something much, much worse.
My name is Fred, I'm sick in the head. Mess with me and you're gonna see red. F to the R to the E to the D.
This is the worst thing you've ever done.
You know, sometimes words just aren't enough to describe how horrible something is. This is one of those times. And you're probably wondering, how did we get here? Well, because Fred is high as fuck right now. This is not a joke. I know that I've made a lot of jokes about him being unmedicated, but this is not one of them. He is also projectile vomiting, which I will not show here because it's extremely stupid. Anyway, point is, Fred is sick. Not in the fact that he's making us watch this horrible movie, but he is actually sick. So the nurse gives him toothpaste. She gives everybody toothpaste. She's unqualified. It's supposed to be funny. Yeah. All it really makes me wonder is how the hell has the government not shut this place down already?
I don't really think Fred has been adapting to camp life very well.
Oh, really? Really? What was your first clue, you clueless fucking idiots?
Let's show Fred what Camp I Want to Pee-Pee is all about.
Seriously, though, what was your first clue? Was it perhaps... Or maybe, just maybe, it was the... You want me to keep going? Because honestly, I can find a million of these things. Every single one of them sounds like a dentist drill. So in the middle of the night, all the kids kidnap Fred, and with his schizophrenia, oh, you know how well that goes. Unfortunately, they're not doing it to shut him up. So, yeah, turns out the rat hole is just this totally sick secret hideout. A plot twist that I saw coming from 8 trillion miles away. Seriously, how many seconds did you sit around the old idea table coming up with that one? 3! I'd believe it. Okay, unfortunately, that doesn't happen either, but fortunately, there's no rap number this time. So, turns out there's a reasonable explanation for everything that's been going on. The pills in the food are actually vitamins. They're getting these enormous duffel bags because the camp counselors are helping them out with this place. And nobody's actually getting sick. Everyone just wants to hang out with the nurse because she's attractive.
Women.
That is stupid. I am actually upset right now. Unfortunately for all of us, life is good after that. Because the gang teams up and starts committing various crimes, such as destruction of property. I am not entirely sure if fireworks are legal in this state. Where are we? And also for the record, that was fake looking. Anyway, remember that whole plot hook at the beginning where they were talking about the camp games? Yeah. Now for some reason everybody wants to sign up for that. So they do. If Fred thinks that this is such a terrible idea that he feels the need to talk to the camera a bunch until Kevin shows up, because, of course, Kevin goes to Camp Superior, which is the camp they face every year. Kevin doesn't actually have a reason to be over here, by the way. He just showed up to be a total jackass. I'm pretty sure this is yet another thing we're supposed to laugh at, but bullying is not a joke either. It is a incredibly complex social issue that is notoriously difficult to solve.
Oh no, around, dude, grab the elbow.
But when do we do the snap?
No, dude, there's no snap.
There's a snap.
There's no snap.
Don't yell at me.
He's an asshole. Once again, it's supposed to be funny. It's not, though. Why do you do the things that you do?
How do I fix someone's brain?
So according to Fred, Kevin sucks enormous gorilla dick, and that is his reasoning for signing up for the camp games. I may have changed the wording a little bit in post, but you get the idea. And just a side note here, I have no idea what's up with the yellow suspenders. That was never part of his branding. Oh, Camp Superior arrives and immediately starts showboating, and Jesus, that's a big trophy. I don't think you would need to make one that big for a competition like this. In fact, it seems to me like you just made it that big so that you could kick these guys' asses and then just have a big trophy to show off. Oh, but hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. So this is Steve Headhunter. He's our rival coach for this movie. Though I think the actor could do a lot better than this movie. Frankly, I think they could all do better than this movie. Even Jake Weary, the guy playing Kevin. He's got a great beard now. You have no idea.
Welcome to the 70th Annual Summer Camp Games between Camp Superior and Camp I Want to Pee-Pee.
I don't see what they're so happy about. There's stuffing all over the floor here from all the dead teddy bears. Though then again, they do have that Hugh kid.
Next up on Javelin for Camp I Want to Pee-Pee, Hugh Thompson.
I got this.
So, Hugh, I think it goes without saying we'd be dead meat without you.
Thanks, Fred. Hey, grab me a javelin, will you?
Sure thing, bro. All right, here you go, Hugh.
Okay, that doesn't happen either, but he is actually out of the movie now. So, I don't know, actually, he might be dead. So, Fred killed Hugh, so he's gonna throw the javelin. Which is as dangerous as it sounds.
10 points, Camp Superior.
The rest of the day is them getting their asses handed to them in everything from rock climbing to checkers. Seriously, in this entire camp of nerds, you couldn't find someone who's good at checkers? The whole sequence is honestly exhausting, and frankly, that film theory might not be a film theory. That's actually what's going on here.
I'm better than you!
So the score is 70-0, proving that Camp Superior is better than everybody. Or at least those who are clearly inferior to them. Seriously, why do we do this every year? Later that night, the depression sets in and they start pondering that very question. But, according to Cliché Films 101, it's right around now that someone needs to give a rousing speech to raise everybody's spirits so that they can win the day anyway. And it fills me with great pain and suffering to say that that someone is Fred.
Maybe our camp isn't the prettiest camp, or the safest, or the nicest smelling.
All of these are not good things. Honestly, this is what should get this place shut down.
But I say we're the best at being not pretty. We're number 1 at being unsafe. In the game of smelling bad, we earn the most points. Camp I Wanna Pee-Pee is the best at being the worst.
I think Fred just accidentally reviewed his own movie again. Unfortunately for all of us, this best at being the worst campaign of his resonates with these losers. And unfortunately, the next day they start winning. The categories become stupid enough for them to win, and we are going to murder a lot of teddy bears here.
10 points! Camp I Wanna Pee-Pee!
And a side note here, you can actually hear the disappointment in his voice. I don't think it's part of his character either, because he's acting in Fred 3, he doesn't give a shit. I think he's wondering how his life got to this point.
Camp I Wanna Pee-Pee!
And we have to kill one for arm wrestling.
10 points, Camp I Wanna Pee-Pee!
Greg, get me another teddy bear for jousting.
10 points! Camp I Wanna Pee-Pee!
Archery, which Fred has no idea how to do archery, but he's gonna do it anyway.
Archery is all about focus, okay?
Okay.
Just imagine the most peaceful, most serene place you can, and let gravity do the rest, okay?
Ah, yes, archery. The most difficult thing out of all the things we've done today, and it's all about focus and imagining peaceful places. That's all you need, apparently. So he starts imagining monkey butlers, and good fucking God. We got better monkey costumes from Mystery Science Theater 3000. And that was just a show, and you should really just relax. Anyway, this works. Kinda. He almost kills someone.
10 points for Camp I Wanna Pee-Pee!
And at the end of the day, the score is 50-70. But the last event is worth 30, so none of this matters.
Will be a songwriting competition. Each camp will have 24 hours to write a song that best exemplifies what is so special about their camp.
Because the writers thought the best way to wrap up this movie was to have Fred sing again. Thankfully, Kevin here has a plan to stop this madness. Is he gonna tell us what that plan was? Nah, he'll tell us tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, I love to rap, rappity rap, oh rap, catch you in a trap, give you a big slap.
This isn't it. This is unrelated to the plan. It is terrible, though. Also begs the question, how many rap numbers do you need in this movie? So that thing goes on for a full minute. Eventually the judge finally weighs in.
Pleasure that I introduce to you our celebrity guest judge, Mr. Simon Cowell.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna say no. Simon Cowell actually has taste. Too much taste to actually be in this movie. Yeah, see? Yeah. Oh, but yeah, you were trying to be funny, but you weren't. Still, though, you used his namesake. Can he sue? Right, so he gives them a 7, clearly grading on a curve here because it's a miracle they got higher than a 2.
And now we have Camp I Wanna Pee-Pee, who will be doing a number entitled The Loser Song.
But before we get to that, Kevin is finally explaining his dumb plan, which turns out it's a gruel gun that's hooked up to the back of the stage. Like, how is this supposed to make them lose? I thought you would smear the stage floor with butter or something. This doesn't make the other team lose if you just smear gruel all over them. It's like, oh, wow, who set that up? Oh, it was the other guys. All right, you guys are assholes. Let's just go around and do it again.
But seriously, you guys are jerks.
Of course, that's not how I would have worded it. Honestly, when Fred does it, it sounds like that one internet meme.
What will you learn? That your actions have consequences. This is for the losers. Sing it all night long. We're the losers.
Right, there's all kinds of things wrong here. Let's start with, how come their song gets to have more production value? They're clearly the poorer camp. Oh, and hey, look, Hugh is here. So, not dead. Yeah, because frankly, it's a miracle nobody has died yet. Also, that's clearly a stunt double.
Pleasure to introduce you to the vocal stylings of our very own MC Spoon.
I don't need a victory to tell me which camp is best to see. And you
We're still on the rapping! Why are we even putting this in the song? It's like putting Nicki Minaj in your song. Her segment just ruins the whole song. Not that this number was any good to begin with. Also, what the fuck? There is no way you rehearsed this all in one night. Also, their cannon doesn't work for some reason. He tries setting it from suck to blow about 1,000,000 times, and that doesn't work.
She's gone from suck to blow.
Unfortunately, due to Kevin's incompetence, this actually lets this song number go on for a really long time. The ending, in fact. It's a 3.5-minute song! 3! So once again, grading on a curve, they get a 10, which is unfortunate because it would have been funny if they lost anyway. See, now that's comedy. That's how you actually do comedy. That's not funny either. Also, seriously? You went from blow to suck? I had the opportunity to do the greatest joke ever right there!
You ruined everything! Didn't we do that suck to blow joke earlier?
I wanted to do it here. It would have been funnier. Okay, so they win this ridiculously oversized trophy, and the film finally starts winding down. Naturally, there's a bit of gloating and high spirits, even though they've only won this thing once. And the other camp gets to brag about having 69 trophies for a little bit longer.
Nice. From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to say one last time, I want to pee-pee on you. I want to pee-pee on you. I want to pee-pee on all of you.
I promised myself I wouldn't cry, but...
No, feel free to cry. There's a lot of dead teddy bears in our office now. Unfortunately, we are now running out, which means it's time to end the movie. While we were away, Fred's mom got with the pizza delivery guy, which begs the question, what happened to the music teacher?
Freddie, did you have a good time at summer camp?
Well, let's see. I got...
No. Let me answer that question for you. We did not. Now get in that fucking car and go back where you fucking came from, you fucking asshole! I fucking hate you so much. I don't know why you hurt me like this. So that was Fred 3. It sucks and I hate it, and if you were expecting a different response other than this, there's something wrong with you. This is the least tolerable of all three of the movies, and for the life of me, I don't know why Nickelodeon pushed this franchise so heavily. When this aired on TV, it brought in less than half of the people that the first movie brought in, which was still not a big number. And they only pulled in those numbers because there wasn't a lot going on TV that night. It boggles the mind that people tuned in for this. And the worst part is Fred wasn't even done after this. This aired while Fred the Show was still running. Nickelodeon went all in with this. And that show is considered to be one of the worst TV shows of all time. People wonder how Nickelodeon went downhill so bad. Well, I blame Fred and his terrible, terrible, terrible movies. And we should go out of our way to avoid them forever. Much like how we're avoiding the United States for a really, really long time. Minimally the next 4 years, I'm guessing.
So how the heck is Karen gonna find us when she's back from Vietnam?
She'll figure it out. My name is Hunter, and this has been a Hunter Review.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to get Karen over here, aren't I?
Thank you all so much for your patience on this review, because this was supposed to be our summer review, and now it's our Christmas review. Our Christmas review about a summer camp. I have no explanation as to how that works, and Fred never did a Christmas movie. Thank God for that. If you guys want to support the show, there are links down below. Our Green Men Gaming affiliate link is down there. But the one I want to focus on this time is our channel membership. If you join the channel membership, you get cool new emotes on all the live streams. And you also get behind the scenes on how we do Matt's Mind. And next year, we're going to start doing behind the scenes on how we make Hunter reviews. Which is a lot of interesting stuff that goes into these reviews. So I think a lot of you are really going to appreciate an inside look. There might even be a tour of our new office, which this is staying. This is not a joke. This is going to be here for the next 4 years. Once again, all the relevant links are in the description below. This is, well, obviously, this is our last review of the year, but we will be back next year. This is probably the last long review for a while. I don't know yet. I think we're going to actually focus on what I want to review for a little bit, because that actually makes the show fun for me, and I don't want to give this up because you guys really like it. I'd like to one more time thank all of you for watching. Here's some credits, and we'll see you guys next year.